Travel robot presence. Top 10 things to do in North Korea. North Korea is a very conservative country when it comes to allowing foreigners to visit the country. The country has strict rules for foreign visitors, and many countries have issued warnings for their citizens in this regard. But many still want to visit and see how the mysterious country works. Here is a list of the top 10 best tourist places in North Korea for people who want to intrude in the lives of the average North Korean. Before we begin, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell symbol for more wonderful videos. Number 1. Kumsusan Memorial Palace, Pyongyang. The Kumsusan Memorial Palace is located in North Korea's capital city of Pyongyang. The city of Pyongyang is full of monuments and memorial buildings, and Kumsusan is one of them. This is the mausoleum of Kim Il-sung, 15 April 1912, 8 July 1994. In World War II, he was involved in the Korean resistance against Japan. Until 1945, he served in the Russian army. In the Korean War, he was the leader of North Korea, which he remained until his death, and supreme commander of the North Korean army. Number 2. Kim Il-sung Square, Pyongyang. Kim Il-sung Square is a huge city square located in the center of Pyongyang City. The massive square is spread over an area of 75,000 square meters and can accommodate more than 100,000 people. The square is famous because of the military parade that is held here. Kim Il-sung Square is the major public space at the heart of the dear city of Pyongyang. Similar to China's Tiananmen Square, the square hosts well-publicized mass dance celebrations, military parades, and even firework displays. The square is most recognized as the location where marching North Korean soldiers are shown on Western television. The area can accommodate a massive 100,000 people so naturally. There are subtle marks and lines on the ground to help the soldiers know where to stand, and the dancers' guidelines on where to spin. The square is surrounded by high-profile ministries, such as the Workers' Party of Korea headquarters, giving the area North Korea's flavor of ritzy. This is one of the DPRK's most publicized locations, and for good reason considering the ambience of the area. There is even an Austrian coffee shop nearby. Other buildings surround the square and add to its credibility as a cultural center, notably the Korean National Art Gallery and the Ho-Hum Korean Central History Museum, both of them being treasure troves of the Korean nation. The square is cemented on the banks of the city spanning the Taedong River, and some shade is provided by the legendary Juche Tower that lies just on the other side of the river. If you pass by the square in the morning, you might witness the color guard, an armada of volunteer housewives cheering on their comrades with revolutionary flags as they pass by on their morning commutes. Try and land in Pyongyang on one of our tours during a public holiday. We'll usually get to witness or possibly even join the special festivities or bizarre dances right on location. Number 3. North Korea Peace Museum, Panmunjom. The North Korea Peace Museum is located near the Joint Security Area in the demilitarized zone. Weapons used to murder U.S. soldiers are kept here on display. Located in Yanggu County, just to the northeast of Seoul, Panmunjom and the Korean Demilitarized Zone, DMZ, straddle one of the tensest and most heavily militarized borders in the world. That's because the Korean War has technically never ended. The 1953 Korean Armistice Agreement, which was signed in the village of Panmunjom, ended hostilities. But a true peace treaty has never been signed. Both South and North Korea wanted to continue fighting, but their principal backers, the United States for the South, the Soviet Union, and China for the North, were insistent. To date, South Korea has still not signed up for the Armistice Agreement. Along with Checkpoint Charlie in Berlin then, Panmunjom is one of the last remaining vestiges of the Cold War, and a fascinating point of interest for history buffs when visiting South Korea. Number 4. Tomb of King Tamyong, Pyongyang. The Tomb of King Tamyong is another of North Korea's well-known mausoleums situated near Pyongyang. In total, there are more than 60 tombs in the area. A little over 2,000 years ago, Korea was composed of 3 kingdoms. Goguryeo, Romanized in South Korea as Goguryeo, Silla, aka Shilla, and Pakchi, the founder of Goguryeo Tamyong, romanized alternatively as Dalmyong. This does get confusing, socially as he went by about a dozen other names. Luckily, this is a travel guide rather than a comprehensive history piece. Number 5. Arch of Triumph, Pyongyang. The Arch of Triumph is located in the city of Pyongyang. The structure was built as a tribute to the Korean resistance to Japan. The Arch of Triumphal is the largest tribute arch with a height of close to 60 meters. The Archi of Turyumph in Pyongyang, North Korea was modeled on the Arc de Triomphe in Paris, but was built to be just a little bit taller than its French counterpart. The Arch of Triumph was officially opened on April 15, 1982, to mark the 70th birthday of Kim Il-sung, the first leader of North Korea. It was President Kim Il-sung who, according to North Korean history, led the Korean resistance to Japan from 1925 to 1945, although he was only 13 in 1925. The arch was built on the site of Kim's triumphant return to Pyongyang in 1945, marking the end of the Japanese occupation of the city. Number 6. Changbei Mountains, North Korea, China border. The Changbei Mountain Range is a range of mountains located on the border between North Korea and China. The mountain range also extends into Russia and is known there as the Vostokno-Manchursky Gory. The Korean side of the mountain is not that developed, but tourism is booming on the Chinese side of the mountain. Number 7. Juche Tower, Pyongyang. The Juche Tower is another one of Pyongyang's monuments. From the top of the Juche Tower, you can have a panoramic view of the entire city. Or you can simply sit on the steps of the tower in a laid-back manner and watch the residents of the capital getting along with their daily lives. On the other side of the Taedong River from Kim Il-sung Square, there is the Juche Tower, which honors the North Korean philosophy of Juche. It was unveiled to mark the president's 70th birthday in 1982. The tower is made up of 25,550 granite blocks, one for every day of the president's life until his 70th birthday. Number 8. Kumsusan Memorial Palace, Pyongyang. The Kumsusan Memorial Palace, now known as the Kumsusan Palace of the Sun, was the official residence of North Korea's head of state until the death of President Kim Il-sung. The mausoleum is the largest of any mausoleum dedicated to a communist leader. The building is located in the northeast of Pyongyang City. The palace was built in 1976 as the Kumsusan Assembly Hall and served as Kim Il-sung's official residence. In 1994, the building was renovated and transformed into the mausoleum. The palace shut down after leader Kim Jong-il suddenly passed away in 2011, but reopened to top officials on December 17, 2012. On the 70th anniversary of Kim Jong-il's birth, the building officially reopened to the public with a military parade and fireworks. Number 9. Pektu Mountain, Changbei Range. Pektu is the highest mountain in the Changbei Range. The mountain is also an active volcano. It is located on the border between North Korea and China. There is a large crater at the top of the mountain, which is known as Heaven Lake. The Pektu Spa, which is a natural spring, is used for bottled water. Other attractions include waterfalls, hot water springs, and cairns. Number 10. U.S. Pueblo, Pyongyang. The U.S. Pueblo, also known as the AGER-2, is an American Navy intelligence ship that was captured by North Korea in 1968. The incident of the capture of the ship is known as the Pueblo Crisis. The Koreans said that the ship was captured from Korean waters, but the U.S. maintained that the ship was seized from international waters. The ship was relocated to the Taedong River in Pyongyang and is used as a museum. The ship attracts thousands of visitors every year. U.S. Pueblo, AGER-2, is a Banner-class environmental research ship attached to Navy intelligence as a spy ship, which was attacked and captured by North Korean forces on 23 January 1968, in what was later known as the Pueblo Incident 1, or as the Pueblo Crisis. The seizure of the U.S. Navy ship and her 83 crew members, one of whom was killed in the attack, came less than a week after President Lyndon B. Johnson's State of the Union address to the United States Congress, a week before the start of the Tet Offensive in South Vietnam during the Vietnam War, and 3 days after 31 men of North Korea's KPA Unit 124 had crossed the Korean demilitarized zone and killed 26 South Koreans in an attempt to attack the South Korean Blue House, Executive Mansion, in the capital Seoul. The taking of Pueblo and the abuse and torture of her crew during the subsequent 11 months became a major Cold War incident, raising tensions between Western and Eastern powers. If you love similar content like this, take a look at my other videos. And if you like it, please smash the like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. If you have further questions, feel free to comment down below. See you in the next video.